Yo, what's going on, dudes? We're back with another episode in our full BT6 playthrough, and in today's episode, we'll be taking on the Gravelord Lych. So the first thing we need to do is we need to start off by beating the normal Lych. So let's swap around our hero over to my boy Bean. And then after we grab a bean, let's go ahead and get started. Now, for this, the first thing we want to do is we want to start off with our Dart Monkey placed right here. And then after we start off with our Dart Monkey, we need to start going for our Benjamin. Round 4, let's go ahead and buy our Benjamin. And because we don't have a lot of monkey knowledge on this account, we're going to have to play a little bit safer here. I do want to grab my first banana farm, so hopefully our lives will hold out until the point where we can actually afford our first banana farm. We may need to buy ourselves an engineer before then, but we still have 200 lives to work with. All right, I was gonna push a little bit harder, but we need to grab an engineer monkey. Like, we're losing too many lives, so we're not gonna be able to buy that banana farm before we buy our engineer. So it's gonna set us back a little bit, but it's not gonna set us back too far because we really didn't lose out on too much. As soon as we grab our first banana farm, then I think after we upgrade it up to a 200, that's when we need to go ahead and grab ourselves well, that's actually when we need to upgrade our engineer monkey. All right, round 9, let's go ahead and buy our first banana farm. We'll place it up here like so. And then let's go ahead and grab ourselves a banana farmer because you guys know I'm super lazy when it comes to farming. Let me see. Where can I actually place it? I think I can place it right here. There we go. Perfect. So we're still losing lives. We're down to 152 lives. Let's go ahead and grab increased production and greater production. I don't know if I want to attempt elite this week. I mean, now that the Paragons and Bloons TD6 got like a pretty drastic change, I think we might be able to handle elite, but then again, it might cost us a little bit of monkey money if we do try it. So let's go ahead and skip out on elite this week once again. Maybe if I change my mind tomorrow, we can try it. But I don't have high hopes because, again, we don't have a lot of monkey knowledge, and this is not a really good map for us to try and do elite as our first elite. But I don't know, guys. I might be able to handle elite. It would just get a little bit sketchy at the start of the game. And tier 1. I think tier 1 would get pretty sketchy too. All right, round 15, we have our second banana farm. Let's go ahead and upgrade it up to a greater production. And then we're going to need to buy bubble guns next because our towers are starting to really fall behind now. On top of that, we also need to pay attention for camo balloons. We shouldn't need to worry about the lead or the camo balloons on round 24 because we'll only lose like 3 lives. But the camo balloons on round 33 is when we're really going to need to upgrade our Dart Monkey to see camo balloons. All right, round 17, let's buy bubble guns. And then let's buy larger surface area as well. And then let's go ahead and save up for another banana farm. Ideally, we can buy 5 banana farms before round 40. It might get a little bit close though. All right, round 26. I want to save to grab a marketplace, but we also need an alchemist in order to deal with lead balloons. So let's grab a lead to gold with larger potions, and we'll swap our alchemist over to targeting strong, and then we'll start going for more marketplaces. Now, for the tier 1 boss, I am going to be going for elite defender, so we'll probably end up having to sell a couple of our marketplaces in order to buy the elite defender. I think that's an unavoidable thing that we're going to have to do. Luckily, now with this new update, the Apex Plasma Master is much cheaper, and so is the Glaive Dominus. So we shouldn't struggle in actually being able to afford the Glaive Dominus or not the Glaive Dominus, but the Apex for tier 3. The only question, oh no, I forgot to buy my Dart Monkey, and whatever. All right, we ended up losing a few lives here, but that's fine. We just needed 2 more marketplaces. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to buy Balloon Shop this time because again, we don't have the monkey knowledge in order to do it. So I was talking with one of my subscribers today, and he wants me to start being a little bit more active with like giving you guys updates about like what's happening in my life. The only problem with that is that I really don't have too much going on. Like what I'm doing right now is I'm currently working on a project, like a side project to YouTube. So it has to do with YouTube and stuff. Like what I want to do is I want to create a 3rd channel, but the 3rd channel isn't going to be uploading a lot. It'll be like a kind of like a hobby for me, but at the same time, I think it'll be a really interesting channel to do. Okay, so we need $13,000. Let's go ahead and sell our alchemist. We'll sell this, then we'll sell one of our marketplaces. And then we'll grab ourselves a wizard monkey for this next, or for the tier 1. and then we'll save up to buy Dragon's Breath. And then after we have our Dragon's Breath, this should be more than enough to deal with the tier 1 normal Blooners. All right, so there's our Dragon's Breath. Perfect. So now that we have our Dragon's Breath, the next thing we need to do is we need to swap our Sniper Monkey over to targeting strong, and we need to grab ourselves another banana farm. All right, so there's our banana plantation. Now we need to start going for actually, let's go ahead and sell our elite defender. Let's buy a sharpshooter, and let's also grab ourselves an alchemist. We'll grab stronger stimulant, and we don't have enough money in order to buy the banana research facility, but that should be fine because we really don't need too much money. For the next tier, I do have a plan in mind that'll work out perfectly, so we don't need to worry about having too much money. For the next tier, we're actually going to go for a Carpet of Spikes because the Carpet of Spikes is actually pretty strong, especially since it just got a big buff. Oh no! We may be in a little bit of trouble, guys. We may be in a little bit of trouble because I do not have the Carpet of Spikes unlocked. So I want to go for the Carpet of Spikes, but if I don't have the Carpet of Spikes unlocked, how am I supposed to go for the Carpet of Spikes? Let's go ahead and grab ourselves Elite Defender. I guess Elite Defender is better than nothing. And then we'll go ahead and buff our Elite Defender with a Jungle Drums, and then we'll activate this. And then I think the only thing we can really do is go for double Spike Storms. Oh man, I ended up messing that up so bad. There's a Spike Storm, and then let's go ahead and grab a third Spike Storm because we're not going to have because we don't have enough experience to unlock the Carpet of Spikes yet. I don't know why I didn't realize I didn't have enough experience for the Carpet of Spikes. I am so dumb. All right, but it's a good thing that this is only normal. If it was elite, I don't think we would have been able to beat that. All right, next thing, let's go ahead and buy our Crossbow Master. Let's go ahead and sell everything that we don't need, and let's get back to buying some more BRFs. So getting back to what I was saying about the side project, the third channel, the topic of the first video that I am currently working on is what are the best free-to-play games in 2023. So I think this would be a really fun video because it would actually showcase free games that you guys may have never heard of before. Like over the past couple of weeks, I've been doing research in my spare time, and guys, there are a lot of free-to-play games out there that I have never heard of. So for the tier 3 boss, like I was saying, we're gonna go ahead and go for the Apex Plasma Master. Let's go ahead and sacrifice as much money as we can for our Apex. We only ended up getting Paragon degree 26. But that's perfectly fine. But now that we have our Apex, we shouldn't need to worry about the tier 3 boss anymore. So let's go back to farming a little bit. All right, so there we go. We have officially beaten the tier 3 Lich boss. All right, so now that we've beaten the tier 3 boss, I want to go over a little bit more with the side project and the third channel. So currently the video that I'm working on for the third channel is going to be a video on free-to-play games. Like on the internet, there are so many free-to-play games, especially FPS games. It's actually insane. So I'm trying to go through, I'm trying to weed out the ones that I know are going to be bad, but it's still taking a really, really long time to find them all. All right, so that's tier 4 down. And if you guys know of any like really cool free-to-play FPS games, please feel free to let me know in the comments below because that would make my job so much easier. Like right now, I have a list of potentially 25 free-to-play games that are like the best. So I want to increase that a little bit more because I want to like weed that down to like the either 5 best or the 10 best. So right now, I already know the like top 5. So the top 5 aren't going to be that hard, but the next 5 is where I'm going to like run into a little bit of problems. Because the more I dive into the free-to-play FPS genre, the more I realize there are way more free-to-play FPS games on the internet than I initially thought there were. But anyways, that is a little bit of an update of what I am currently working on as far as like side projects and stuff. Now, it's probably going to take like another couple of weeks or maybe even a couple of months in order for me to get everything done that I want to get done. So don't like expect anything to drop anytime soon. This is just something that I'm working on in my pastime. And guys, I completely forgot that I don't have any other Paragons unlocked. Oh, dude, what am I doing? All right, yeah, like Spike Factory, we don't have Carpet of Spikes. Do we have Super Mines? I think Super Mines is like the only thing that can actually save us. Let's go ahead and grab a Super Mines. We don't have Super Mines unlocked. That's awesome. Well, we almost have enough experience in order to get the Carpet of Spikes. Well, actually, we almost have the Boss Balloon beaten. I almost forgot that we have Paragon Degree 36 Glaive Dominus and Paragon Degree 26 Apex. I way underestimated how strong the Glaive dominus was. But anyways, dudes, there we have it. We have officially beaten the normal Lich. On top of that, I went ahead and covered a little bit with what I'm working on in my spare time and a little bit of a life update. So this is a little bit different style of recording than I'm used to, so it's going to be a little bit awkward and weird at first. So it'll probably take me a couple of weeks to get used to this style of recording. So you guys will just have to bear with me for a couple of weeks. If you guys can do that, I promise the videos will get better as time goes on. But anyways, dudes, that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys hit that like button, and I'll see you dudes in the next one.